Aliens are coming to Earth to abduct me and make a stew. A stew? Really? I think I'd make a mighty fine stew. Well, what's up guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and there's just some things we need to talk about today. I usually just take all the comments on my channel. I read every comment that comes through. I try to reply to as many as I can if they're questions, but sometimes comments come through on my channel that I don't even know what to do with. I took a screenshot of a comment yesterday and posted it on Facebook and I don't know, maybe Instagram story. I'm not sure where all I posted. It was just too funny to let go, okay? And I'm gonna address a few comments on this video because it's just hilarious. And I'm not offended, I'm not hurt, I'm not scared, I'm not worried about anything. But some of this stuff just needs to be addressed because, guys, it's funny, okay? So, a while back, I posted a video about us processing goats, and I knew there would be a lot of hateful comments in the comment section on that because I processed some rabbits a couple years ago, and I've always been slain over that one, which is fine. I don't care. It's food for us. So, anyways, Dutch, my good buddy over at Keeping It Dutch, posted a video about vegans are attacking him in his videos and stuff, and I try not to go there. I try not to make it sound like, you know, calling any specific group of people out for anything like that. But after a while, you kind of have to really just admit there's a little truth to the situation. So let me read. I'm gonna talk about two comments that I've received lately, and I'm gonna start off with one that this one just cracked me up. Okay, it's funny. It says, "Don't kill them beautiful goats. What an awful way to make a living. Even your young son knows instinctively that killing them is wrong. Someday, an alien will arrive on Earth and put you in a pot with potatoes, onions, carrots, and eat you. However, because of your bad diet, I'm sure that you will taste like SHIT. Now that's funny. Now that's pretty creative. But here's my thought. Okay, hang on, stop. I get it. Maybe it's someone that's a vegan or a vegetarian. I don't know. I'm not gonna call any group out because I'm just not that kind of guy. But let's think about this for a second. If you have a problem with someone going out here and raising an animal and processing it for meat, that is nothing weird and crazy. We're not eating dogs and cats here. It's not like we're eating copperheads and rattlesnakes around this place. Well, we might have done that this last summer, but anyways, if someone's going out and doing something that's legal, ethical, nothing wrong with it, and you want to come on YouTube and say that aliens are gonna attack and kill, cook, and eat me? All right, back up a second. You have a problem with me and my family killing an animal that's livestock, processing it, and feeding it to our family. That, in your opinion, that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. So you're saying we shouldn't eat meat. Well, then what about the aliens that are wanting to eat my flesh? Are you gonna bash them too? Because if you're gonna bash me for eating a goat, what are you gonna say to an alien eating a human? Because eating humans is obviously immoral, unethical, illegal, and goes against nature. That is just, I don't know. I posted it on Facebook and someone in the comments, a friend of mine said, well, duh, this guy's an idiot. Everyone knows aliens don't eat onions. Whatever. Personally, I think if aliens were gonna come here and abduct someone and make a stew, I think I'd make a mighty fine stew. I spend a lot of time growing farm fresh vegetables in my greenhouse. Spring, summer, fall, winter, we have fresh vegetables all the time. We have fresh meat in our freezer from cows that we process, goats that we process, deer, turkeys, all kinds of stuff, fish. Oh man, we love to eat fish. I hope you're not against eating fish because we eat a lot of those. So I don't even know where to go with that other than I just wanted to share that with you guys because holy cow, aliens are gonna abduct me and eat me. Now, the next one I want to share with you is actually probably not just from some random hater that came onto the channel, and I'm not gonna share names or anything like that. If you want to go through and find the comment in the old video, that's fine too. But I kind of want to talk about something else because maybe there's a little bit of confusion and it's probably my fault. I don't think it's my fault, but maybe I'll take the blame for it. I don't care. It's my channel. I'll take the blame for it. But it starts off like this. No, please no, killing your sweet goats. We have goats and never kill them for meat. They are part of our family. We just use them for milk and therapy. I thought your goats were part of the family. I'll read you my response. Our goats are not part of the family. They are livestock. Gemma's a pet. Goats, livestock. Gemma the weenie dog, a pet. But that doesn't mean they're not treated well and cared for. And here's their response. You have that right to kill your goats. Well, thank you, I sure do. I do have that right. I'm very sorry that you choose to do that. When I watched your videos, I thought you loved your goats, but apparently I didn't hear on the other videos that you use them for meat and slice their neck to kill them. I never sliced anybody's neck. I didn't. I'm sorry that you choose to kill them. On the videos you act like they are family. Actually, no, I didn't. I even didn't even classify them as pets. I said livestock, pet. These are not pets. These are farm animals. This, Bear's somewhat a pet. He's a livestock guardian. Gemma over there, the little weenie dog that you can barely see, Gemma's a pet. Goats, livestock. Gemma the weenie dog, a pet. There's a difference. I see a difference. Nowhere in there did I say they were family. But now I know that you don't. They are just livestock to you. You are correct. I agree with you there because I've said that. Goats, livestock. I've said that. Goats, livestock. I've said that. We have precious goats and we would never choose to kill them, and because of that I cannot watch your channel anymore. So sorry, because I do enjoy your channel. Now, I'm not trying to be mean to this subscriber. I'm not trying to be rude or hateful or attack anybody here. Guys, I do not want to offend anybody with our YouTube channel. I'm just showing how we live our life. Now, this subscriber, who's been a subscriber to our channel for a while, is choosing to not watch our channel anymore because we're butchering a meat goat. And I'm sorry for the confusion there, but I feel like for the last 3 years I've been open and honest and said I have a meat goat herd. This specific subscriber has a dairy goat herd. I'm okay with that. If you want to milk your goats for milk, hey, more power to you. But I'm raising meat goats. Now, this year's the first year that we've had any of our own goats processed for our own consumption. But every year I've sold them to other people for their consumption. Boer goats and Kiko goats are the two primary breeds I've always had. Both are meat goats. They're not pet goats or therapy goats or family. I've never called them any of that. And I don't plan on it. Okay, but that's okay, and that's fine. But I don't want anybody to take it wrong in saying that I say they're meat goats and they're livestock to mean that people like us and people like so many of you out there watching don't care for your animals. If you watch my channel for any length of time, you know I care for my animals. I spend a lot of time with my animals, whether it be Bear, the livestock guard dog, or Bella, the couch protecting lab, or even my daughter's goofy little weenie dog, Gemma. We care for our animals, and our goats are included in that. They are livestock. I'm not above saying they're livestock. They're not part of the family. My dogs, I care for my dogs. I love my dogs. They sleep in my house a lot of times. Comes right down to it, they're not part of the family, technically. The humans in my household are my family. I'll do anything in the world to protect my family. And if we're starving and it comes right down to it, I promise you, my dogs are gonna go before my kids are gonna go. I love my pets. My pets are my pets, my livestock are my livestock, and my family are my family. And I'm sure a lot of you out there agree with that, but come on, people. I mean, what is it? What is it with our world, our culture, our country today? I don't think you would have had these arguments or conversations 100 years ago when people raised food to survive. Why is it? I mean, how do people honestly believe? There's an online article, if I can find it, I'll show you. A clipping from a newspaper that's been floating around the internet for a long time, and it said something along the lines of, why would you go out and kill animals when you can go to the grocery store and buy meat where no animals were harmed? No animals were harmed to get the meat in the grocery store? Really? I don't understand it. 100 years ago, we would have never had this conversation. We wouldn't be having this face-to-face conversation. Like, no, we wouldn't have it on YouTube because it didn't exist, but there would be no face-to-face conversation of, you need to go to the store and buy your meat where no animals were harmed. Here's the thing, people, come on. Understand, if you eat any kind of meat product, whether it's a steak, a roast, or chicken broth in your vegetable soup, like Ted Nugent says, Uncle Ted, if you guys know Uncle Ted, right? He said, if you eat a piece of meat, somewhere along the lines, there was a gut pile. Period. There was a gut pile. Some animal had to give up its life for you to eat chicken broth, or wear a pair of leather gloves, or leather shoes, or a leather belt, hamburger, hot dog, chicken nuggets. Maybe not the chicken nuggets at McDonald's, because those are like pink slime. There may be some chicken in there, I'm not real sure. But if you eat meat or any animal product, there was a gut pile along the line somewhere. Guys, I just hope people, how do we reach the world? That's kind of why people like me and Dutch and so many other YouTubers are out there showing our lifestyle, what we do. Even people that live in the city, that live on a small lot, have things like chickens that they raise in town, rabbits, meat rabbits, quail, ducks, even some goats. Sometimes some cities will allow that. You know, we try to show this lifestyle of, I want to be connected to my food. I don't want that disconnect. I feel like our world today is disconnected from our food, and that's what's killing people. That's what's killing us. We're disconnected from our food. We go to the store, we buy it in a box. It's over processed. There's no nutrients in there. It's not healthy. There's a reason I show you guys why I grow my food in the greenhouse and in the garden in the summertime, and produce livestock for meat and harvest animals on my property for meat, because that's what's healthy for my family. I have people attack us with Bible scriptures saying you shouldn't eat meat. Guys, there's a scripture in Genesis that said God gives the green plants. But if you read just a little farther in Genesis, after the flood, God gave Noah and his sons all the animals that walk the earth to be as food. And you read a little farther, he even says, take your arrow and your bow and harvest game. There's nothing wrong with eating meat. There's nothing wrong with knowing where your meat comes from. There's nothing wrong with raising animals on your farm or your backyard, caring for them, loving them, appreciating them, giving them everything they need to not only survive, but thrive and live a long, sometimes long, maybe not so long, but live a healthy, happy, comfortable life here on this earth. And then when the time comes, harvest them to feed your family, because humans are what come first here. The animals, I love my animals, but I'm gonna put my family and my friends before the animals. The livestock. Goats, livestock. So, guys, until the aliens come to Earth and harvest me for stew, at least you guys don't have to worry about being harvested for stew. That's all on me. They're gonna get me first. I think I'll make a wonderful stew. I love stew. So, guys, sorry for the rant video. I enjoyed it. It's just some crazy comments on YouTube. Guys, go through the comment section on my videos. If you don't, I try to pin some of the more interesting comments at the top on, especially like the goat processing or deer hunting videos, things like that. because sometimes I just find them funny, and I know some of you guys do too, and I don't mean to bash anybody. I'm not bashing anybody specific, I promise you. Guys, I love my audience, I love my YouTube channel. You guys are awesome. I know 99.9% of you agree with everything I'm saying here, so I'm kind of preaching to the choir, but it's still fun. So that's all I've got for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.